You're about to watch a video that will either be the best thing that ever happened to you or the worst. I'm not saying that to sound dramatic. I'm saying it because it's literally true. And by the end of the next few minutes, you'll understand exactly what I mean. Let me ask you something first. Have you ever met someone who just sees things differently? Someone who stays calm when everyone else is losing their mind? Someone who makes decisions with a kind of quiet confidence that makes you wonder, what does that person know that I don't? That kind of person isn't just smart. They think differently at a structural level. The wiring underneath their decisions is different from the average person's wiring. And that's not a gift they were born with. It's a set of thinking patterns. Patterns that can be learned, practiced, and built into who you are. That's what this video is about. Specifically, Machiavelli's wisdom, the real stuff, not the watered-down version. The thinking that has shaped some of the most powerful people in history. But here's where I have to be straight with you before we go any further. These ideas are not neutral. The same thinking that makes one person precise, calm, and genuinely powerful makes another person cold, calculating, and ultimately alone. I've seen it happen. And the scary part, the people who go down the wrong path never see it coming. They think they're getting sharper. They don't realize they're slowly becoming someone they wouldn't recognize. So, this video has two purposes. Teach you the thinking and warn you about what it costs if you lose control of it. The difference between the two outcomes isn't intelligence. It was never intelligence. It's one word: control. The ability to hold a sharp, powerful, even dangerous idea in your mind and still choose what to do with it. That's the thing that separates the genius from the monster. Before we move forward, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I control my mind. My mind does not control me. Now, let's get into it. Most people think intelligence is about how much you know. It isn't. It's about how you think, the process underneath the decision, the system behind the response. And there are 5 specific thinking patterns that elite minds use. Patterns that most people never develop because nobody teaches them directly. Number 1, the inversion mind. Everyone talks about chasing success. Work harder, dream bigger, stay consistent. And there's truth in all of that. But here's what those conversations miss. Most people fail, not because they didn't try hard enough, but because they never identified what was going to destroy them in the first place. Inversion thinking flips the question. Instead of asking, "How do I succeed?" you ask, "What causes failure here, and how do I eliminate it?" Charlie Mayer built his entire investing philosophy around this. He said, "Tell me where I'm going to die, so I never go there." Think about it in your own life. Instead of asking how to build a stronger relationship, ask what consistently kills relationships. Dishonesty, contempt, taking someone for granted, and stop doing those things. Instead of asking how to build a business, ask what kills businesses at every stage. Poor cash flow, hiring wrong, ignoring the customer, and remove those threats before they hit you. This isn't pessimism, it's precision. You're not focusing on what can go wrong because you're scared. You're focusing on it because you're serious. Winners don't just chase outcomes. They remove what destroys them. That's the first shift. Number 2, learning how to learn. 2 people read the same book. One walks away with a list of facts. The other walks away with a new way of seeing the world. Same book, completely different outcomes. The difference isn't natural talent. It's that the second person studies how they absorb information, not just what the information says. This is metacognition, thinking about your thinking, and almost nobody practices it deliberately. When do you actually retain information best? Early morning or late night? Do you learn faster by reading, by watching, or by doing? Do you need to teach something to really lock it in? What's the gap between what you understand in the moment and what you can actually apply 3 weeks later? Most people never ask these questions. They just consume more content, more books, more videos, and wonder why nothing seems to stick or change their actual behavior. The bottleneck isn't the information, it's how you're processing it. Start studying yourself as a learner. Map your patterns. Figure out your optimal conditions. Because once you understand how your brain actually absorbs and retains things, you stop competing on volume and start competing on depth. Same information, different brain, different result. Number 3, destroying your own beliefs. Here's a test. Think of something you believe strongly right now. Doesn't matter what it is personal about yourself, about how the world works. Now ask yourself this. What is the strongest possible argument against that belief? Not the weakest argument. Not the straw man version, the best, most uncomfortable, most logically solid case for why you might be wrong. Can you do it? If you can't, that's a problem. Not because you're stupid, but because it means you've been holding a belief without actually understanding it. You've been defending a position without ever stress testing it. And a belief that has never been tested is not a conviction. It's just a habit you've gotten comfortable with. Socratic thinking, the practice of attacking your own ideas before anyone else does, is one of the rarest skills a person can develop. It's uncomfortable. It makes you feel unstable at first, because things you thought were solid start to wobble.